Welcome for our session. We are a group conformed with 4 women, and our topic is educational support institution for students with psychological problems at the school level due to the abandonment or and I will introduce the key partners. Our key partners directly for that proposal is the Ministry of the Education, because they will who give or not the permits we need to open these institutions. Ministry of the Economic and Social Inclusion, because we had to include everybody to our Center of Education. Ministry of the Public Health, that psychological problems of the students is a social problem. And Ministry of the Labor and Educational Community in general. The cost structure is the most important cost to start with the proposal is infrastructure, because we need all the structure that cover all needs of the students in that situation, staff, human resource, educational community in general. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Daisy Cando. I am going to talk about the key activities. Activities will be carried out using education platforms, taking advantage of technology resource, for example, teaching through James. Prepare materials relevant and digital resource for children and adolescents that correspond to the primary level from 5 to 14 years, so that they can develop the capacities, abilities, skills, and competences of children and adolescents. Other activity is strategies are used according to the curriculum of the basic general education level for the area of language and literature, mathematics, social studies, natural sciences, cultural and artistic education, physical education, and English. Psychological accompaniment is carried out for each of the students performance and progress of each student, and in case of deficiency, new strategies are implemented. And finally, activity is teaching and learning in a collaborative and interactive way. The key resource are computer equipment to teach using digital resources, pedagogies specialized in the different subjects of basic general education, infrastructure adapted to teach classes or digital education platforms, quality education, technical and administrative knowledge. Thank you.
Now I'm going to talk about channels. But first, what are channels? Channels are a critical element of a business model. They are how a company communicates with the researched customer segments. Channels are typical, direct or indirect, and have 5 phases: awareness, evaluation, purchase, delivery, and after sales. And one of the channels that we choose is e-learning. Helps students to create and communicate new ideas. It can get a chance to apply the skills and gain knowledge apart from school education. One of the prime importance of e-learning is that helps students and teachers develop advanced skills and focuses in our entrepreneur, the subjects that they have to improve. We can do some activities in e-learning. Second one is educational apps. Everybody now have a cell phone, so we can give to the child, but we have to see what they are doing. Software can be a remote learning platform. Is called an educational app. This integrated learning system offers complete knowledge and end-to-end learning solution. at the same way as the other channel learning. The other one that I'm going to talk about is revenue streams. What is that? Revenue stream represent the ways that our company generates cash from each customer segment. One of these is educational sponsorship. It provides a or financial portal for a person or community education that this kind of sponsorship can be provided directly by individuals or through organizations. For example, in our case, education can include libraries, brand books, organizations that can be part for our project. The other one is project revenue. Everybody knows that in a company has to planify, organize that revenue. But in this case, for example, in public education, each state has a formula for how funding for schools in collect and allowed. For example, the taxes to each school. But in our case, it's a private project. It's a private entrepreneur. So it can be the payments that the parents make for the education. And the last one is open house. If the future customers see our service, you can interest to buy them. So organize an open house this month to attract prospective students, familiarize with them and their parents. With the facilities, allow new students to become familiar with facilities, meet others, or to open informal communication channels between school staff and the students and their parents. This is all, thank you.
Hello, my name is Hilda Juanmayor, and I am going to talk about the proposal, relationships, and customer segmentation. Value proposal. Psychology within education seeks to understand the conduct, behavior, and learning process of each student, respecting their individuality and approach as a biopsychosocial being, as well as the rhythm, learning style, sociocultural environment where it develops, and how these factors influence the development of thought, personality, and learning of each human being through thought, the life cycle process under academic trajectory, the need to acquiring knowledge with this area has the objective of identifying the most predominant characteristic of the various problems of a psychological nature that can affect the student and his learning process and social relationships. In turn, the teacher will be able to highlight the abilities that a student process, being a participant in the cognitive process of the students, assuming the role of facilitator, a wide and educational and social fight. That is why our clients will have at their disposal quality teacher and psychological with a clear vocation for their work, proactive, mature and responsible, attentive and meticulous, funny and with a sense of humor, communicative, polite, organized, punctual, with good experience, reference, and above all training. Customer relation, purely professional relationship full of respect and trust for each face life again. Customer segmentation. That is why this venture is aimed at those children and adolescents who, for various reasons or situation related to the lack and/or events of parents, have suffered psychological problems that prevent them from correctly developing their learning process. Thank you so much.
It's okay. I wanna grateful with you for getting into our session, and so thank you. Bye, chicas. Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Thank you, teacher, for your attention.
Yes, thank you for your attention.